Hey guys, RC here. We are up to episode 6 in our Oklahoma Let's Play using Draft Day Sports College Football 2017. This will be the first video where I could just screw up my whole game, but I have really not gotten any good information back. Some of it's just due. It's been only one day or not even a full day since posing the questions, but I will show you what I got, and it was certainly no disrespect, but it was worthless to me because the question was trying to figure out what adjustments to do without adversely affecting the entire nation. I don't want all the teams. And the Rivals 40. Hey, first off, thank you for at least giving me a reply. But he says play around with it. Well, first off, playing around when we're in a let's play could just really screw things up rather than solo play. But he says raise the effectiveness slider up. Well, if I come into the settings, the only sliders are right here, and there is no effectiveness slider. There's not even an effectiveness drop down. So I don't know what he's talking about. If you're going to suggest something to somebody, you might want to suggest something that's actually in the game. Um, my opinion, but I don't see anything remotely approaching what he suggested. So I don't know what to do with that. So what I've done is this is what I've done. This was I forget what the default was. It was 65 maybe 70. I don't remember, but I've dropped it to 45. And it says the higher the number, the more the passing occurs. So I dropped it. So there should be more running. And then I took, these were even, and I took the modifier here and I tweaked it up. Now the problem was I don't think that there's too much yardage in the, not enough rushing yardage in the game. I just want my team to run the ball more. And I want them to run out of the option and the wishbone more. And I want to see the fullback and the quarterback carrying the ball more. And I don't know how changing these few things is going to tweak that. That needs to be something probably done in the option playbook. To me, but what do I know? I just play these things. All right, so first off, let's jump into our stats. And well, I want here we go, team stats. Well, you know what? Actually, let's do both because I want to make some notes of what we're looking at. All right, so we've basically got 1,240 yards passing. All right, and this is after 5 games. So we've got 1,240 passing yards. If we look at rushing, 7, 820, 920, 1,000, 11, 12, 1260, 1270, about 1,270 yards rushing. So we're split 50-50. And then, of course, as I brought up, my fullback, who should be one of the primary ball carriers, we brought that up in the last video or two, have a combined 11 carries. So, about what they should have in a game for a true Oklahoma-style triple option wishbone attack. And I honestly went and looked at statistics from the 75, 76 Oklahoma teams with Jamil Holloway, Lydell Carr, and I looked at the actual numbers that they put up, and that's where I'm getting those expectations from. And I understand it's a game and it's not real life, but if we're going to run an option, we should see similar ball distribution to me. So I don't know what these option changes here are going to do. And what I'm hoping they don't do is completely gut the entire league, because I don't want to see Ohio State and Oregon and Rutgers also seeing a significant drop off in passing yards and an increase in rushing yards. That's not what I want. I want that if I choose to run, I mean, if you run a run and gun offense with 4 and 5 wide receivers and you pass every down, you should expect to throw for 4,000, 5,000 yards a season and have a quarterback that throws for 35, 40 touchdowns. And you're not going to expect to see a running back run for 1,000 yards. If you run a run heavy offense, then you should be able to produce one or two, two 1,000 yard running backs. You should be able to produce a quarterback if you recruit a dual threat quarterback that can run. He should have runs every game as well. So that's my concern here, and that's what I'm trying to get. Now, I only posed the questions this morning or yesterday, I don't remember. So I'm waiting for those answers to hopefully come back. Unfortunately, this is the only answer I have gotten thus far. And hey, thanks for at least looking at my post and replying to it. But there is no run effectiveness slider, so I don't know what to do with that. So anyway, I've just taken it upon myself to make these two changes. So this modifier we changed from dead even here, slightly 2 clicks to the right, and I don't remember what this was, to be honest with you. I didn't look. I did look, but I didn't make a note of it. I think I dropped it down 15 points. I think it was 60, and now I think we're down to 45. So anyway, we'll play some games and see what happens. Worst case scenario is it just butchers everything, and we'll just stick a fork in this one and call it done, and we'll start a new league and start again, and and then I'll go in and play some option solo play and see if I can play around with it. But I am still hopeful that I get some communication from the some of the guys that I know can at least point me in the right direction and let me know what to expect. So anyway, let's get into it. God, I haven't recorded this in a while, about a week. So I guess let's start at email. Okay, yeah, because we haven't even addressed recruiting yet. All right, so there. All right, we picked up, no, we didn't pick up anybody. Numbers, what a name, Numbers. Numbers Lindsay, the corner, went to Oklahoma State. That's got to hurt. I mean, going to the Cowboys? Come on, man. Oh, well. All right. If we go to the overview, we play Baylor this week, third straight road game, and then we go on a long homestand. So let's go to roster, depth chart. This is one of the things that I've brought up, is that nothing shows up. You actually have to then hit the master. One thing I've noticed is the master depth chart does not fill out sometimes starting in the second season. It is what it is. All right, Wishbone. We had decided last time we were going to go with Fullerton. Okay, so we're good there. Now Fullerton, if we look at his stats, he's got 16 carries for 50 yards, and that's about 2 games, 1 to 2 games worth of carries when compared to Jamel Holloway, who and again, going back and looking, and 83 attempts, they were lucky if they passed 10 times a game. So again, I don't want to dial every team back. I just want my team to be different based on the game plan I want to run for my team. The things I'm doing for Oklahoma should not have any impact whatsoever on any other team in the nation. So we'll see. All right. I want to keep everything. Again, I would love a lock option here because I'd like to maybe change my defenses, but I want to go with. In fact, you know what? I'm going to change everything to the passing. I'm going to change to my Wishbone passing because that's all Wishbone oriented. And see, that's the other thing. I don't know what plays are in the option playbook. I can't open that anyhow. If I go into custom, there there is no way to see that playbook. I don't know what plays are in there. So how do I know if it's running even the right plays that I want, right? Um, but running an option, I would guess, has to be predominantly wishbone based because that was what the option attack was. All right, we're going to save that. Oh, you know what? I changed it, so I need to come back and do this again. I didn't save it before I changed the screen, and it did not hold them there, which is fine. All right, now we're changed. All right, we need to get back into recruiting, targets, recruiting. I've got 10 points. So actually, let's go in first and see about picking up another guy into our rotation. You know what? All these 5-star guys are going to be well recruited, so I need to get down into the 4 stars. Maybe even the 3 stars, but we'll just pick a 4-star spot. And basically what I'm looking for is somebody that has none, like right there. Do I need another center? Probably not. There seems to be an overabundance of centers and centers especially. And linebacker seems to be the one position really hard to recruit. All right, Julian Smith is number 90, so let's find him right there. All right, we're going to schedule the interview, offer 10 points. He's interested. We'll go ahead and put 10 points on him there. And back to recruiting. 97, 95, 94. I'm trying to figure out also, in fact, I'm gonna cheat here. I'm gonna use my camera on my phone on this. I'm wondering if that 95, anything below a 95 is like a guarantee you won't get somebody. That's kind of something I'd like to look at. All right, his is pretty low, so let's add some points there. We can add some points here. Let me scroll down to the bottom, make sure that we've at least been recruiting people. Oh yeah, he's full. See, there's an 85. He's out of Michigan. I'm going to drop on him. William Henderson, free safety. We're going to revoke, cut to 0, and hide him. There's a 70, but we're the only guy on him. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pop to 10 on him. That gets him much more interested. We're already recruiting him, so let's go ahead and go after him wholeheartedly, right? 96, 95, 69. Now he's already got 10 points. let's see, Cochran. No, it's not him. It was Hodge. No, it was the guy above Hodge, actually, wasn't it? See, I don't. That bothers me that it won't stay where I've got it when I come back to that picture. Oh well. William Sweeney. See, there it did, but before it did not. Maybe it has to do with what's highlighted. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I've already put scouting points there. Yeah, let's do 5 here. Let's just do 5 across the board. And he's the guy that we cut. And 5. All right, so we'll do that. All right, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and sim a game and see if that's changed anything. Sim the week. And see, that's one reason I tried to go running back by committee in the early going, because I was thinking that would mix in the fullbacks as well, but it didn't do that. So I don't know if that's going to be any good or not. All right, first off, we won 43-20, so let's take a look. 31-yard pass, field goal, 7-yard run, field goal, field goal. 1-yard run, 13-yard run. Okay. Now, 25 carries, 25 attempts, so they're 50-50 there. 22 passes, 23. All right, so we see a much better split here. All right, now let's see, because I don't remember. Dove was a running back. Smith is a running back. Acosta is a third string running back. Mares is a backup quarterback. Sprained knee. Now he had 9 carries for 19 yards, so that's positive. Benoit is a running back. Augustine is quarterback. Hinkle, there's my first fullback, and he only had 1 carry. So all my running backs are running more, but my fullback's still not carrying the ball. All right, so that I see a little bit of change there, at least 1 game sample. Now, did we really see? You know what I want to do here? Let's make a note here for Baylor. All right, Baylor had 25 attempts passing and 37 rushing. Now that tells me that it switched them up too. All right, let's go here. I want to take a couple of teams as a sample. Okay, let's go back up to week 7. Okay, one thing I do want to check here. Okay, so OU, 22 passes, 78 rush attempts. Wow. Okay, so that's passing and rushing. 25 and 37 for Baylor. And this was in week 6. And let me just pick 2 more teams at random. How about Louisville and Clemson? That'll work. All right. So in week 6, Louisville and Clemson. All right. Louisville had 34 and 47. So already, I mean, that's 3 teams in a row with more rushes than passes, 27 and 57. So all 4 teams, significantly more runs than passing now. But again, the goal is not to change the scheme of the league. It's to change one team because you can only coach your team. All right, let's go back here to week 6. All right, there's Louisville. All right, so week 5, Louisville this week had 21 and 51. All right, so they actually passed quite a good bit more. It was just more plays, 72 plays. Well, no, not really. 81 plays. So they just passed more. They ran more this previous week. Okay, that's encouraging. All right, let's see if we can find Clemson. There's Clemson. 34 and 44. And the next week in week 6, they had 27 and 57. So we actually we see significantly more rushes for them. And then let's check Baylor. That's top 25, Big 12. There we go. All right, there's Baylor. 30 and 38. 30 passes, 38 rushes. And then 25 and 37. So a few less passes. It's hard to tell. All right, what I need to do then is I need to find, let's go to the top 25. We're in week 6. Let me come back another week. What I want to look for is I want to scroll through and find a game with just a boatload of passing yards. 266, 280, 361 from Florida. And he had, well, I want to look for attempts too, probably. All right, so Boise State had 38 attempts. They lost, though, and they got blown out, so that's not good. 21, 22, 31, 26, 30, 31. That was an overtime game, so that's not going to be a good indicator. 37, and they lost. 29 for 464, and they won. All right, well, let's check USC then. So this is week 5, USC. $31 and 77. Wow. Oh no, 31 and 37. Am I looking at the wrong number for these teams? I don't think so. Okay, so 31 and 37. All right. Let me go to, can I click on SC and go to their page? No. All right. Week 6. Sorry, this video is going to drag out a little bit. I'm just trying to do some research, and I think it'll be helpful if you guys see what I'm looking at, and maybe you guys can do your own evaluation and tell me if I'm just imagining things. Okay, SC lost. They scored on runs, so let's see. Let's look at them here. 39 and 26. This was week 6. USC, 39 passes, 36 rushes. So we actually see an increase in passes for them. In this last week that we did. And now in week 7, all right, so let's find, okay, Oklahoma had 25 passes that week. $22 and 78. Okay, that's the one we already did. All right, let's find USC here. Watch, they had the week off, I bet. Pac-12. Yeah, they had the week off. All right, so we're going to have to come back. Well, you know, let's see if we can. And oh my gosh, look at that. So they won this game going away. All right, here's one we can look at. So this is UCLA. A lot of passing, but only 27 attempts. So 27 passes, 43 rushes. And then let's look at week 6. And let's find UCLA again. Now they should have passed more in this one because they were losing. All right, so week 6 UCLA, and we've got 34 passes, 53 runs. So we saw less passing and, well, just overall less passes and runs, less plays that last week in week 7 compared to this week. All right, and then let's go back to week 5. And they were off week 4. No. There we go. Was UCLA, were they off 2 weeks in a row? All right, let's check SC that week. 35 and 50. All right, so based on what I'm seeing, it looks like there hasn't been a significant change. And, you know, of course, every game's going to be a little different in how it progresses. But 22 passes to 78 runs for our team looks encouraging. Still some issues with the fullback not carrying the ball. But we'll do a couple more games, you know, just to kind of get a feel for it. And then we'll try, you know, then I'll try to sit down maybe off video and figure out what I'm actually seeing. Because again, I don't want to, you know, I don't want to see a big schematic change for everybody, you know. All right, we'll come back with emails and recruiting in the next video. We'll should take a look at our game against Texas Tech in the next video. Thanks for checking this out, and we'll see you next time. Take care.